You know that project I'm talking about. Started with big ideas, color-coded note cards, and tons of energy. But by day 3, one student is off building an entire website solo, one's curating their playlist, and one hasn't made eye contact since the kickoff. Group projects fall apart for one simple reason. We hand students the finish line, but no map to get there. I've worked with student teams for years. Middle schoolers, high schoolers, overachievers, sleepwalkers, entire groups fueled by goldfish and Mountain Dew. And I've realized something. When projects fail, it's almost never about the content. It's about the process. That's what this video is about. Why student projects stall out and how sprints fix the mess before it falls apart. Here's how most projects go. We launch with enthusiasm, give a due date, maybe a rubric, and then step back. The problem? That gap between day 2 and the night before it's due becomes a black hole. There's no pacing, no checkpoints, no shared accountability, just vibing and maybe a frantic Canva slideshow. Sprints fix that. A sprint is a short, focused burst of work. In Agile, it's a way to get momentum and clarity fast. And it works beautifully with student groups. You give them a tight window, 3 to 5 days. They pick a goal, break it into tasks, and track their progress visually. Here's the thing, students struggle with pacing at first. They overestimate what they can get done or underestimate how much time it will actually take. But that's the point. Sprints give them structure so they can learn how to manage time. No more pretending to just brainstorm for a week. A sprint builds urgency, but without the panic. Here's how you can run a sprint in your classroom. Start with sprint planning. Teams pick one short-term goal, something they can actually finish, like outline your research. Finish the first draft. Create your interview questions. 2. Break it down. Students list every step and assign them. They use a task board to do, in progress, and done. This is where they start learning how to chunk work into manageable pieces connected to the bigger picture. 3. Set the timeline. Decide how many class periods it's going to take for this sprint. Make it just long enough to stretch them, but short enough to stay focused. 4. Daily check-ins. Each day, teams are going to ask, what did I finish? What's next? What's in my way? 5. Sprint review. At the end, this is where we share what we got done and what's next. This review is where that learning about how to manage time really comes into play. Not just about the project, but about how they planned, paced, and worked together as a team. Sprints create rhythm. Students stop wandering and start working with intention. They know what's expected this week, not just at the end of the unit. And when they fall short, which they will do, you get to teach into that. Was the task too big? Did they ignore what was blocking them? That's real-world learning. It's not just about getting work done. It's about learning how to do work. The kind that scales into high school, college, and life. If you want the full sprint system, including planning templates, task boards, reflection guides, and this structure laid out step by step, I've bundled it all into an Agile with Students guidebook. And right now you can grab it for $1 using the code AGILE1 at checkout. It's my way of helping teachers start strong. Go to agilewithstudents.com, use the code AGILE1, and let me know how it works in your classroom. And if you're already running sprints or trying this out in your classroom, tag me at Agile with Ryan, and I'd love to see it in action. And of course, if you want more videos like this, subscribe. I drop one every week, practical, real, and ready to use.